I actually am going to log in as one of my fake students so you can see what they see when they log into Storybird for the first time. So I'm signing in. And as soon as I'm signing in as my fake student, it's going to ask to update the password. So as the fake student, I'm updating my password, and this is what the student is going to see every time they come to the site. Now, they haven't created any Storybirds yet, but basically, this is their account. If they click on class, they'll be able to see our class information, and as you can see, look, here's the assignment that I just created as the teacher account. So if I am Joe Smith and I want to start my assignment, he can see this right here, and he's going to click on my first Storybird. And basically, here's the information that I gave the class for the requirements, and we can click on Start a Storybird. And since there aren't really too many requirements, I can start looking at the artwork and thinking about what I want to use for my Storybird. Now, you can select art on individual artists, or if you want to explore different themes and you want maybe Cheerios are sticking out in your brain, there's 30 images of Cheerios. So maybe I want to create my first Storybird on Cheerios. So I'm going to click on that. And basically, these are all images with art tag Cheerios. Okay, so, and you know what, if I am not interested in that, I can click on see more tags. And here's a couple of more, like maybe I want to have a story based on food. That would be a great story. And here's all the art that has been tagged as, there's food. So this looks pretty fun. So I'm going to actually click on Start a Storybird with art tagged as food. And then basically this is my canvas for creating my story. And all the art's going to pop up. Oh, sorry, forgot this is going to happen. This is for my assignment. Students can select like, yep, this is for my assignment. Or if it's not for an assignment, they can click jump in. But as the fake student, I'm deciding this is my assignment. So I'm going to click on jump in. And basically, I'm going to wait for my art to pop up. And then this is where students can start their stories. They can start creating. They can start looking at different art pieces. If they click on it, which one do they want to start with? Ooh, I like the Spaghetti Man. So I'm going to have my first Storybird. The first page is going to be Spaghetti Man. I want to create my cover. And, I like Spaghetti Man, The Adventures of Spaghetti Man. So one day, Mr. Spaghetti Man was walking to school. He ran into his best friend, Little Miss Cupcake. And then I can add a page, and oh, here comes along Little Miss Cupcake. Hey, Spaghetti Man, screamed Little Miss Cupcake. So students can add pages this way, and then they can start dragging their art in. If you can have art be an entire page, or you can have art be on the left-hand side, or the art can be on the right-hand side, or the art can be at the top. Just depends on the writer and where they want to have their art. So say I've been working on this Storybird for a while, I can hit save and close and come back to it. Okay, so look, I've started the Adventures of Spaghetti Man down here, but I'm not done with it yet, so I can still go back in and jump in. So I'm waiting for it to load. So if I've hit save and close, everything that I've already typed in there should still be in there. And look, there's Adventures of Mr. Spaghetti Man. I want a new background color. I like that one better. Yep. And then I can continue to write, and I can continue to add into my story. But say I'm satisfied with this and I'm all done. I'm going to click Publish. So remember, I'm still a student. I'm not in the teacher mode right now. But teachers can still do this as well. If you want to create your own story, this is the same thing that you would do as well. You would hit save and close, or if you were done, you would hit publish. So this student is done with their Adventures of Spaghetti Man. If they want to write a small summary about Mr. Spaghetti Man, they can. If they want to put a tag on it, so say someone were to search for a story, maybe I want to just put spaghetti, adventure, cupcake, because Little Miss Cupcake's in there, and I'm going to scroll down, and yes, this is for the assignment, My First Storybird. And then your students can make a guess as to what age range the story should be for. So maybe they're focusing it on 7 to 9 years old. Those are the kids that should be reading this story. And then they're going to click Publish. And here it is. As you can see, look, The Adventures of Spaghetti Man has been published and added to your library. So this has actually been added to our class library, and this is in My First Storybird. And if you want to open it, we can click on Open. Now, I did not finish this story, so it's incomplete, but I'm just showing you an example. One day, Mr. Spaghetti Man was walking to school. He ran into his best friend, Little Miss Cupcake. "Hey, Spaghetti Man!" screamed Little Miss Cupcake. So, as you can see, my unfinished story is still in there. And there's options when you're done reading it to read it again. You can send it to a friend, you can create another one, or you can read more. I always hit Escape. But basically, now if I'm a student, I can click on Class, and look, my story has been added to the class library, and it's in with the assignments as well, because it says One Storybird here. We're going to log out, and then I'm going to go back to the teacher view. Here I am for the teacher view again. Now remember, we just logged in as a student and created a fake Storybird, and now we're back at the teacher view. So Joe Smith created a Storybird, and now I'm looking at my teacher view. I'm clicking on Classes, and as you can see, look, One Storybird has already been added to the assignments, and look, there is Joe Smith's Adventures of Spaghetti Man down in the class library. So when students are creating their storybirds down here, say this is my entire class, it's going to start telling me how many storybirds each kid has submitted. You can also click on Detailed View, and we can see when the student's last login is. Here are some actions here where you can delete a student. You can, if they forget their password, here's where they can change their password, and then you can change the student name if you need to as well. But remember, this is the teacher view, but you can see when the login is, that they've activated it. Now I have the free account. There are some other accounts that you can pay for as a teacher, and I can go over that really quickly. So if you click on the Review tab, basically this is just a couple of extra tools that can let you review, comment on, grade stories. So there's a couple of extra actions in this, but I did not subscribe to this. You can take a look down here to see the different options. I'm in the Forever Free, where you can up to 75 students in 3 classes and unlimited storybirds. But then there's the Pro and the Pro Plus, and here are the prices for this. And then down here, remember, again, I clicked on, I'll show you to make sure you know where we're at. So this is my class. I clicked on Review, and then I scrolled down here, and it went over the prices, and then it also has these different features. So if you need some more assistance on creating different things with your classes, here's a reminder of how to upload your student list, to work in private, to issue assignments, to review work. Now I don't have this quick review work in mind for the free account, but you can give digital stickers. So there's more information in here if you sign up for the other accounts as well, for the Pro account.